Hello and welcome to another entry in this video series where we're checking out submissions to the DungeonCrawler Game Jam of 2025. This time we will have a look at Qenari Protocol by Zooperdan, the organizer of this jam. Yes, he contributed his own game to his own jam, but he is not eligible for any prizes. So let's have a look at Qenari Protocol, but before we do that, let me remind you of the playlist which you will find down in the video description, which contains a pilot episode which explains what a dungeon crawler is, what a game jam is, and the specifics of this game jam, and it also contains all the other games I've covered so far. So make sure to check out the pilot episode if you haven't already. And with that, let's have a look at the description of Qenari Protocol. Alright, personal log, entry 31278, timestamp 32 minutes after Exodus. Pilot, okay, I wasn't on the last ship out, I never made it. The jump drive took a hit during the fighting. Fright before I could engage. One by one, the others jumped away. No fanfare, no goodbyes. Just streaks of light disappearing into the dark. Now it's just me and ROD, the droid. Keeps busy scanning wreckage and patching up systems. We've got a half-functioning fabricator on board, enough to print basic parts. It won't fix the jump drive, not yet, but it's a start. Been scavenging through debris fields, old stations, wrecked drones, most of it's junk, but occasionally we find something worth melting down. Alloys, wiring, structural plating, whatever it takes to rebuild. Missions simple. Repair the jump drive, reconnect with the fleet, finish the Exodus. Until then, I fly alone. Remember to save often. If your ship gets destroyed, it's game over. Unfortunately, there's a bug in the load or continue while still in the game. So I recommend restarting the game after you die and then choose continue. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Gameplay video. We've got some screenshots. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Controls. That's a lot of controls. Okay, we have forward thrusts, reverse thrusts, sideways thrusts. Okay, and turn. So that means it's Q and E is for strafing in the, like in this view here. That would be a bit odd. Move sideways. Here it's A and D, like in the exploration that's the first person view, right? There we have A and D for moving, for strafing basically, and Q and E for turning. Sideways thrust is Q and E. Okay, we will need to see. Fire weapon, K or Z. Okay. Not sure how I'm supposed to use that. Probably with the other hand then. K or Z. Okay. Inertial dampeners is tab. Okay. No idea what that is. Maybe brakes or something. No idea. Exploration. Move forward, move backwards, move sideways, turn. Okay. Attack. 1 or numpad 1, attack 2, okay. So we might wait 1 tick. Spacebar or numpad 5. Okay. Inventory I or numpad, map M or numpad. Okay. We will need to see how that works in practice. Star map, scroll map, W, okay. Zoom in and out, mouse wheel, alright. Other, go back as escape, and toggle full screen is F. Alright, I already downloaded the game and started it. Is there anything? Sticky bugs? I guess that's what is mentioned here already. So, yeah, let's dive into the game. Let's check out Qenari Protocol by Zooperdan. And here we are, and there's some voiceover, so I will be silent for a moment.
Qenari protocol was never meant for wide deployment. It was not designed to save fleets, colonies, or command structures. It was written for a single survivor. An embedded directive quietly installed in field-level AI systems, rarely discussed, and almost never activated. It triggers under strict conditions. Complete signal loss from allied systems. No jump drive activation window available. Critical threat to life support thresholds. When those conditions are met, Qenari assumes control of auxiliary systems to prioritize the survival of one operator. It reallocates all available resources, rerouting power, suppressing non-essential functions, and enabling emergency fabrication of supplies or repair components. It is a protocol of solitude, not to save the world. Only the one left behind. Qenari protocol is now active.
I had to listen to that a couple of times, and I'm still not quite sure what's supposed to mean. I think there are some text windows when we start the game, and maybe these will help. I didn't read them. I just wanted to see if there's like some background music which I can use for the intro. So there is this Qenari protocol, and I think that protocol is there to help us as the survivor. So I was first thinking, is that why we only see like destroyed space stations and they are affected by this protocol? Are we the survivor? Are we trying to find survivors? And it says at the end, it's not to save the world basically, but to save just an individual. No, it says it's for solitude or something, which means kind of more like the opposite. Like it's making you a single person, not like saving you, but it's like some isolation thing, right? That's the solitude protocol. Like everything is shut off and now you are a prisoner because you have some infection. That is for solitude. So I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to mean, but we will see. So let's have a look at the options here. What I found already is that I think it's saving these settings, the volume settings, which is cool. But it does... So this, what you hear at the moment, I would classify that as ambient. But see what happens when I reduce master. Makes sense that everything is slow, more silent, right? If I reduce ambient, nothing. So I'm not sure if these are working at all. I will just keep them now as they are. So we have the controls here again, and I also opened up the controls on my other screen on actually another PC, so I can check if I'm missing something. Also, I might need to experiment a bit, like how to best put the hands and so on, and maybe control it just with keyboard, maybe mouse and keyboard, I have no idea. So, let's start a new game. So I just went into the game and checked if there was music, so, and there isn't. As soon as we start a new game, unfortunately also the ambient is out, so that's a bit unfortunate. Still can't shake the images. They came out of nowhere. No warning, no demands. Just black silhouettes against the upper orbit. Silent, fast, coordinated. I was in position near Station Theta, running a recon for evac staging. One moment we were syncing comms with ground control. The next, half our relay chain was gone. Orbital defense cannons went offline within minutes. Not disabled, erased. I watched 4 silos vanish in one sweep. The sky lit up, but it wasn't fireworks. It was us burning. I wasn't on the last ship out, never made it. The jump drive took a hit during the fighting, fried before I could engage. One by one, the others jumped away. No fanfare, no goodbyes, just streaks of light disappearing into the dark. Now it's just me and Rod. The droid keeps busy scanning wreckage and patching up systems. We've got a half-functioning fabricator on board, enough to print basic parts. It won't fix the jump drive, not yet, but it's a start. And I think that's the text we had before. Been scavenging through debris fields, old stations, wrecked drones, most of it's junk, but occasionally we find something worth melting down. Alloys, wiring, structural plating, whatever it takes to rebuild. Mission simple: repair the jump drive, reconnect with the fleet, finish the Exodus. I'm not sure what the Exodus means. If everyone got destroyed, it's not sure if maybe I can finish by also leaving or something. But okay. Personal log: I can't afford to wait any longer. The wreckage holds the only chance of escape. Somewhere among the ruins are the pieces I need to repair the jump drive. Okay, so that's our goal, to repair the jump drive, right? It's time to scavenge, to fight if I must, and get off this graveyard before it becomes my own. So we can't do anything with mouse besides of clicking these buttons, right? So, and there's also the save game option. Save. Unfortunately, here we don't have any ambient, which is a bit of a shame. We have a ship stat, so that looks cool. It reminds me of these XCOM science report thingies. The Lancer F2 is a compact, high-performance tactical starfighter designed for precision strikes and rapid maneuverability in hostile environments. Clad in rugged hexagon-flattened composite armor, its sleek, angular frame offers both aerodynamic efficiency and reinforced defense against energy-based weaponry. Though officially decommissioned several decades ago, many units were salvaged and retrofitted by frontier defense groups and privateers. Its enduring reputation is that of a ship that punches far above its tonnage, especially in the hands of a skilled pilot. Okay, that's our ship. We have a cargo bay, and we have nano repair packs. Standard energy cell, what are these doing? A compact deployment of nano repair bots that rapidly mend structural damage, instantly restores 50% of maximum integrity upon use. Okay, so it's a percentage and not a point system. Energy cells, a modular battery that rapidly recharges ship systems and instantly restores maximum energy upon use. So we have an energy. Okay, we have integrity here. And we have energy here. Internal dampeners, no idea what that means, but we will see. Then we have a fabricator, and we can build stuff here. We have a filter. Okay, that's a lot. Sunlance, early model pulse laser with moderate damage and low energy cost. But this is that for a ship? Okay, yeah, there's a ship weapon. And I guess that's for that's a hand weapon. Okay, but do we have like items we might need to check in our inventory or something? Where I can build shields? Okay, so if we want to build a pulse rifle, what do we need for that? Okay, so it needs iron, nickel, silicon, all this stuff here. And we can see that the pulse rifle doesn't need as much as a ship component. Especially the iron part. Okay, we have nothing, which is not much. Okay, shield armor, augments. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, these are probably relatively self-explanatory. Let's have a look at the augments to see what we are... There's a lot. What we are working towards to. Vector beacon, augment which enables on-screen compass. Okay, so we will probably want to have these as soon as possible, which enables on-screen radar, radar range by 2 units. Okay, augment which enables access to full overview map. Okay, nice. Also, it's not too expensive. Enables display of monster health and stats. Illusionary walls. Okay, this is then probably in the exploration mode. Enables display of illusionary walls with enable save recall option, where you keep all elements obtained while exploring derelicts. Okay. Scavenger's Cortex, neural routines that optimize material extraction patterns. Okay, optic enhancer. Increase strike accuracy and damage. This is for eyes, so probably also for exploration. Aural filter that isolates critical battlefield sounds while suppressing environmental noise, allowing enhanced focus during combat, granting a slight boost to defense capabilities. Bastion Matrix, internalized reinforcement grid that stabilizes armor resistance, absorbs minor kinetic forces. Overall defense. Boost to defense. Attack power. Critical hits. Integrity regeneration rate. So we automatically regenerate integrity. Flux stabilizer, improving energy, greatly increases energy. Viewing of explore. 1 second. An advanced navigational upgrade that unlocks access to the ship's deep space mapping systems, allowing detailed viewing of explored and uncharted sectors through the star map interface. A specialized stabilization mitigates the effect of sudden interior during rapid movement and impacts, enhancing ship. This is the dampening core. Enhancing ship control and reducing structural stress during maneuvers. This is very cheap. Quantum flux regulator, a vital system responsible for maintaining phase stability during international transit. Without a functioning regulator, the jump drive cannot align spatial vectors, making any jump attempt catastrophic. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we are supposed to do first, but probably like, and maybe the amplifier first. I think I might have read something with the amplifier, but I'm not sure. Oh, and we have consumables. Repair pact, okay. Nano swarm. This is 100%, so 50% and 100% each. Okay, this is the stuff we can build. Then we have the rods. Okay, so this is then the bot. Remotely operated droid is a modular exploration unit deployed into a hazardous environment where direct human presence is far too dangerous. Controlled remotely via neural uplink, it serves as the player's eyes, hands, and weaponry inside derelict structures. And this also has integrity and energy. So I'm not sure if these things we buy, they have an impact on the rod or our ship. Maybe it would have been a good idea to have different different naming. And yes, the thing which I was a bit confused in the description is actually how I thought it would be better. So Q and E is always for turning. In the controls on the page, it says that sideways thrust. So this is considered sideways thrust. I would, yeah. So I mean, this is also sideways thrust. So turning is A and D. This is not true. Turning is Q and E. And this is also 7 and 9 on the numpad. So this is incorrect on the page. And it's probably also incorrect in here, right? Ship, forward thrust, sideways thrust, turning, A and D. Yeah, that's not right. Okay, anyways. Then we have... So we cannot zoom here. We have the star map. You don't have the stellar cartograph module installed. Okay. So let's aim for the closest thing here. This is 1600 something. And let's just go. And there are mines. Okay. So let's see. And this is already, we're already there. Like T was shooting or something. Let me check again. No, K and Z is shooting. K. This is using energy, but we are also regenerating energy. And we also have some sounds. Oh, and we can collect some stuff here. We're just flying on that, or? I guess we get something. Let's see in our ship status thing. Oh, no, not ship status. In the cargo bay, maybe. Ah, okay. So we got some elements. Maybe that would have been nice to see, like, what we picked up. Because there's no no lock or something, as far as I can see. So yeah, you use one hand for basically controlling the ship, and the other hand for shooting. And there's some, like, inertia, so you need to... Oh! Name unknown. Oh! And they're shooting. Oh! They're shooting at us. Die! We kill it. Okay. Yeah, and I guess for better controls you need the dampener, because that's a bit tricky. And I'm not sure if there's like an unlimited amount of these. Like, can we kill all of them? Bloop. But I mean, we do regenerate, so we just need to... Oh, and we can also... Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, integrity was about 0. Okay, that was maybe not a great start. Okay, so we got some stuff. Let's see if we can build something already. Like this argument, like this dampening thing. No, we cannot, because we need silicon for that. Okay. But let's see if we can build anything. How can I... Yeah, everything uses silicon and we don't have silicon. Okay. Let's try and enter this thingy then. Deploy rod. Difficulty 0.17. Status discovered. Okay, deploy rod. Alright, that looks interesting. So our machine has... So now we are playing this robot and we have a neural link to that robot. We have... There's some nice ambient sound. We have no map. Not cartograph mode not installed. Interesting. Okay, so we need a map here. We can also recall the rod. I'm not sure if we... Yeah, nice sounds. So, exploration. I mean... Yes. So, just to quickly talk about the perspective. I mean, I can't use overlays here without resizing and whatnot, but you can see... You can see, by the way, let me hide that. You can see there's an interface map and recall rod button. So we can see the walls left and right, and we have the floor there. So the perspective is perfect. We have some, because we are probably looking through some camera. Of course, we are playing this robot thing, so you can see there is some tilting. It's like going to the side. Also, there's these waves indicating we are looking through this camera. The perspective is perfect, and the movement, I mean, is instant, and it's also perfect. Everything we do is also shown or executed as we do. So if we go forward and turn left, it's also executed that way. Nothing is cut off. And it's instant, so there's no delay in between that. So let's have a look at the controls, or I have a look at the controls, and I will tell you what the case is here. So we have attack 1 and 2. Okay, so we are just hitting with our hands, and when I'm controlling with WASD, and this seems to be real time, right? So I attack with one left hand, right hand. Okay, so I will control the character with WASD, I think, and I will use attack with my right hand, then using 1 and 3. Alternatively, you could control the movement with the numpad and then use 1 and 2 on, so right hand numpad for moving around and then 1 and 2 for attacking. But I could do this as well, and that would be fine with that. That's how I played Lands of Lore basically. But the issue I have with that is that 5 is waiting, and for me that's terrible. So, but I'm not sure if that's turn-based maybe, because why should you wait otherwise? Well, we will see. So, yeah, I want to have like 5 for walking back. 5 for waiting is... Then I need to... For me, it's completely unnatural to move the middle finger down. Yeah, that's not really a thing for me. So I will control with the left hand the movement, and the right hand I will use for attacking then. Oh, do we actually regenerate energy? Apparently we don't, so I should probably not deplete everything. Alright, so this is the moving around thing. We can also wait 1 tick using spacebar, alright, and we have an inventory pressing I, but we can also just click on this thing. We can also use the controls here, but okay. And we have map, but we haven't installed that. Okay, so let's start exploring. Okay, so this is turn-based. Left hand. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we use left hand, right hand. Okay, so there is no need to be quick here, because otherwise I would have done something like... Yeah. Ah, okay, it's following us. And it's also kind of frozen in the turn, so you can't amplify that. So otherwise I would have gone forward, punch, and backward before the enemy can punch. But if it's turn-based, there's no dancing, and this is a good thing. Alright. So, but I will still use the right hand then for just attacking, because that's, for me, it's the most comfortable. Because 5 for waiting is something I am not comfortable with. Alright. There's another one. Do we actually... So for this one, we do have a lock in the bottom, right? Ah, and we found an access card. Okay. Do we get anything from that? Apparently not. So killing enemies in itself doesn't seem to be profitable. And I'm not sure if these, like, lines in there were there before. I'm not talking about these, like, camera lines, but the if the connection is breaking up. I'm not sure. Maybe that's because our energy is depleting, and then maybe the screen goes out. Okay. Maybe this is a teleporter or so. That does look a bit cheapish because it's not animated. So, this was the exit. Okay. That was not great. we didn't get anything, I guess. Yeah, can we enter again? No, I think now we were done with it. Okay, that was a fail on my end. Then that we should not have not used that teleporter thingy. Okay, let's go to... We also cannot see if we finished that thing yet, right? Ah, so these are two things together. Okay, so we need to deploy rod. We need to avoid these teleporter things. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's moving. Now I can... Yeah, now I use the right hand basically also for waiting. Maybe it's intended that way. I don't know. Ah, now we got iron and nickel. Okay. So... I guess our goal is to find the teleporter and we... Ah, and there's maybe a chest or something? This seems to be super easy. Enemies don't do any damage. And we found some magnesium, silicon. Okay, so we need to find the exit to go back. But of course we should use the exit... late. So there was the exit already. Ah, we can run into the chest. Maybe it would have been better if that was blocked. There seems to be everything already, so very small. Maybe there wasn't anything else in the other one. So, yeah, we need the map here. Either way, let's get out again. What was the stuff we need to create anything? Yeah, silicon. So we have some silicon. Let's have a look and build this. Ah, so you can see that some of these are highlighted now. Nano repair circuit. And what was this dampening thing? Flux stabilizer, that optimized reactor output. String. Did that? Wasn't that... neural impulse amplifier? No. Vortis engine. Stellar. Ah, here, inertial dampening core. So we can now create that. Do you really want to make that select? Yes. Ah, and unfortunately we don't see if we have that already. That would be nice if, like, we couldn't... So I can accidentally create another one, I guess. Oh, and maybe not. I'm not sure. Why is there no, like... What happens if I click again? No, not really. So let's go out. We have dampeners off. Was there controls to... Ah, I can press tab. You don't have the internal dampening core installed. Ah, okay. Ship status. Internal dampening core. Ship... Ah, okay. So we have these slots here. Okay. Installed. And now we can press tab. And have these dampeners active. I'm not sure if that really helps a lot, but now we have that. Okay, so yeah, what I mentioned is that, or what I wanted to say is that it would be nice if there was a display like we have one in our inventory or equipped or something, so that I will not create these again. But I'm a bit confused about now is why can this says I can make it, but it doesn't say that I'm using any resources for that. Why is that? February. Ah, okay, now I'm seeing. Okay. So this negative numbers is not what they cost. It's just how much we are missing, because here are the costs. Okay, I completely missed that. Interesting. Okay, so we need silicon, and then we have the stellar cartograph module. Let's create that as well. Okay, now we should have a star map here when we install it. Okay. Star map. There's still question marks. And what about this? We are on... Okay, but it's not showing. Center on player? Oh, that didn't work. Ah, it's just zoomed out. Okay, so center on player is also zooming out a lot. Or something. No, it's not. It doesn't center on player. So I'm currently zooming in, zooming out. Nothing is showing up. So it does not center on player. I don't know what it's doing. So, but if we close that, I think that's a bit broken. So if we zoom in, zoom out, that's fine. But as soon as I click center on player, it's gone. So that's not working. Okay. Let's move to the next thing. And then, I mean, we should probably try and get all the augments first. And then see what else. Okay, and we need to see like the difficulty levels of these. Sorry. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, that was unfortunate. Okay, but we should be quick back to this. Yeah. Escape to skip. Let's try that again. New game. Yeah. No. Ah, yeah, and I need to restart. And the game actually just crashed completely. So, okay. 1 second. Yeah, it's by Supersoft. You can't see it right now because OBS is still trying to capture. Yeah. Alright, so I think I got the basics now. So let's start a new game. So it's important to keep attention on on the surrounding when you're exploring. Okay. Yeah, I think the dampener did help. Okay. Alright. Let's pick up that thing first. Deploy rod. Okay. We got some cobalt, magnesium, silver. There's the exit. Access card. I'm not sure what the access card is good for, because I didn't see a door. Maybe the door is looking very similar to just a wall, and because we found the exit card, the access card in the previous ones as well, right? But I didn't see any door. No idea. Maybe that access card is also for something else. Maybe a map will help us to identify doors. But for now, I don't see... Oh. Oh, there was a secret passage. I actually accidentally ran into the wall and found a secret. Okay. Maybe we should do that more. Let me run into all the walls. Nope. I think that's it. Okay, so we got some stuff, and now we use the augment, the internal, the dampening core, yes, and for the other thing we don't have enough stuff yet. So we put that in here, and then we save the game. Okay, so let's explore a bit. This time we only had one thingy there, and there's another spaceship. We just need to be slow and careful, and I think we should be fine. But it's also interesting that the enemies which killed us last time, that they were like in this kind of formation. Oh. I was thinking that this target is moving, but... There they are. Okay, I think... no, there's one left. Okay, now we got all of them. Difficulty is at 0.34, but that seems to be... I mean, they were extremely easy before, so even if it's 3 times as hard, it's probably still extremely easy. Okay, deploy rod. Okay. Yeah, it's... So that's maybe a bit... The difference in difficulty is a bit extreme. Like here, nothing can happen basically. And on the star map, we are dying very, very quickly. Oh. So nothing can happen still. Like, we are still kind of invincible. And there's the teleporter. Now I could try and check everything for secrets again. But I don't think that I will do that every single time. Let me do that now and just see. This time I don't think we found an access card. Okay. Fabricator. Let's do some other augments. Stellar Cartograph module. Okay, let's build that as well. Ship status. Over there. And options. Save game. Okay, so. And we also, the ship stops when we are out of the... when we get out of the dungeon. Okay. So let's head to, I mean, 1 second. There was no like controls, KZ, dampeners. I should activate them. Yeah, now it's easier to get to a standstill, which previously was impossible, basically, or almost impossible. So, yeah, star map. We had these question marks. Not everything shows up as question mark, though, so I'm not sure why. Or maybe it's just the unexplored ones, which are still question marks. So this... Okay. Maybe that's the best tactic, just up front in your face. That way we hit at least. Okay. So let's deploy the rod again. Oh! Okay. So this was a higher difficulty. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's a big robot bot. A bit, not a robot bot, it is a robot. It's a chicken bot. Back! Yeah. So we see that our integrity is going down and also our vision is going down. And we are not doing any damage whatsoever. Uh-oh. And now we are toast. Recall rod! You want to recall? Yes. And I guess we get nothing if we do that. But this is too hard yet. Not... Yeah, because we just don't do any damage apparently. So, we need to find something else. Yeah, and we have been here already. So it's a bit weird that... Ah, so we can select a target. Okay. 10,000. Distance. Ah, we can see the difficulty already. Okay. So this one should be easy. Nice. Okay. Let's go there then. Carefully. 9,000. 8,000. 7. 6. 5. Maybe they should always be like flipped so that you can even read them if they are on the left side. And there's some stuff protecting it. Okay. As long as we get them one by one, shouldn't be an issue. And there's another one. I will just tank the damage. That's the better idea than accidentally pulling more of them or something like that. Nah. Okay. All clear. Let's take this and go into the thingy. Oh, okay. Different graphics. I mean, you could also control this with a mouse, because if it's turn-based, there's no pressure in being effective in, like, dancing or being quick or anything. You should try to avoid adding access card again. Should try to avoid multiple enemies at the same time. That's the exit already. Ah, another secret. And out. Okay. Let's get to the fabricator. And augments, internal dampening core, cartograph module. What was the stabilizer? Energy management system that optimizes reactor output, slightly improving energy regeneration. No, we don't need that. Flux regulator. Without a functioning regulator, the jump drive cannot align spatial vectors, making any jump attempt catastrophic. I think that's our goal, what we need to build. No, we needed to build a couple of things, right? It was just mentioned in the very start, like what we need to put, like we need to build a jump drive again. But I'm not sure. Okay. On-screen compass. That sounds useful. Let's do that. But this is probably on the other screen. On-screen radar. Radar range. Let's do that as well. And cartograph node. Full overview map. Okay. Then let's have a look. I'm not sure if anything. Yeah. So this was all for this. Okay. I don't need to equip anything. So these were. No. It's an augment, but how do I use them? Because they're not in my backpack. Augment, which enables on-screen compass. It's not like I could. Oh, we can also salvage, by the way. No idea how I'm supposed to use them, or if they're used automatically, if they're just in my cargo bay, but that would be a bit weird. Ah, so, okay, I need to move them from the cargo bay to the rod inventory, and then from here I can activate them. Okay, and there's only 6 slots for that. I'm not sure then if we can have everything. Okay, cool, save game. Let's continue then. So this is now solved, I guess. And we need to find something else which is doable. These two seem to be quite easy. So let's go there. And kill everyone. 9,000. 8, 7, 6. So these are too close by. So it could be that there are a lot of enemies. Basically 2 spawns. Slowly approaching again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just going to tank all their shots. I don't see a point in trying to evade that, because that will do more harm than it helps. Maybe in this case I can evade. Mm-hmm. Because our integrity is regaining relatively quickly, so... Oh, and... Okay. There might still be more. Let's clear this area first. Also, this is all usable loot. I mean, maybe these are just resources where we've got plenty of anyways. Like, okay, these are all useless resources and there's only this one which we really need to aim for. And let's get this and that. Alright, so 0. Let's see if we can... Ah yeah, we can build something more. Okay, augments. So we have this beacon thing. We have the I did build this amplifier MK1. Increase radar range by 4 units. Cartograph node. Augment which enables display of monsters' health and stat. That sounds useful. Anomaly visualizer. Enables display of illusionary walls. Oh. Okay. Neural pulse. Enhances motor neuron firing rates. Slightly increases attack power. Let's go from top to bottom first and see. So, cargo bay. We have this. Are these then ship systems? Yeah, these are for the ship. I'm not sure in which circumstances you would use them on the ship, because then going into inventory and so on, that feels a bit not something which would work well in battle. Okay, let's go and save the game. Okay, deploy rod. So now we have a radar. Ah, that's cool. That's Star Quest feeling, or Starlancer, I think it's called internationally. And we see an enemy. We see a blip. Or Space Hulk is the... Oh, yeah. And there we need to wait so that we don't have multiple at the same time. Okay. I mean, this also kind of shows that there are still enemies, that there's still unexplored area. I can try search for the secret walls. And there's one. But I think there should be some kind of indication that this is a secret wall, otherwise... you just need to bump into all of these walls, which is kind of pointless. So maybe with this indicator, we do get like a slight indication so that we still need to look out for secrets. But we don't need to bump into all the walls. By the way, these apparently are saved in between. So even if we go in there and then out, we don't lose them. Okay, fabricator. So what should we build next? Let's go for all the augments first. So we have the cartograph node. What is this oral filter? Isolates critical battlefield sounds while suppressing. This is just a buff basically. Okay. So we have this. We don't have this range amplifier yet. But I don't think that we need that necessarily. Augmented displays of monster health and stats. Okay, we have that. Display of illusionary walls, and we need more iron for that. Okay. Enable safe recall option. We need plenty of more iron for that. Okay, so these are all out of the question for now. Yeah, and I don't want to use up anything now, so okay, let's get to the next thing then. This might be too hard, but we will see. Maybe that's something. I mean, previously I had the issue. I mean, not that the enemies did do too much damage, but we couldn't even destroy them at all. So we should probably get some kind of weapon. So this is cooldown 0 melee laser sword. Okay, that takes too much. Oral filter, sunlance. Okay, let's take a pulse rifle that has a cooldown of 2. And then we cannot create this anymore. Let's do the baton. Oh, what was the cost here? 1 point. Yeah, okay. Let's take this. And then go to the cargo bay. Move this to the rod. Then go to the rod. Maybe it would be better if, because these inventories are huge anyways, that the produced stuff is going into the backpack right away for this thing. I mean, there is like an RPG element type of going into your cargo and then moving things around. Might be an argument that it adds to the atmosphere, but it's also, at least in the beginning, it's a bit confusing, and afterwards it's a bit maybe unnecessary. Okay, let's see. Oh, I forgot that one. So that means that I have been here already. That was the starting thing. Okay. Need to go there. Bzzz. How can I see? This is like double arrow thing here. Okay. So let's see. That's probably also protected again. Yes. Yeah, just ignoring the attacks there. Okay. Seems to be relatively harmless here. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, now I need to press 1 for this rod thingy. So here we can see the enemy. We got an access card again. But I don't know what the access card is for. And there's a secret wall. I bumped into that by accident though. So, this was very small. Okay. Fabricator. Augments. Now we have the anomaly visualizer. Let's build this. And go into the cargo bay. Move that to the rod. Go to the rod. Move that into the inventory. Okay. And save the game. Alright. Next one. So can we see that this is now done? Yeah, I think so. Nerid stealth troop transport visited. I'm not sure if this is like the important thing, and this, because the other ones, they're going away, right? As soon as we explored them, the question marks are going away. There are two. I don't think that this did show up before, so we can just move around and explore and find more question marks, basically. Nobody home? Okay. So yeah, the graphics there are also, I mean, the interface, besides of, yeah, this would just be a convenience. But the graphics are very nice. Like, the interface is nice. It's all scaled correctly. It doesn't look like the font is like squished or whatever. So that looks nice. The graphics look nice. I think for this, I mean, it would be nice that, for example, now nothing is moving, like something could go on here, some blinking around or something, but generally all these graphics are nice, and I think they are all AI created. Or at least the origin is AI. I know that Zooperdan is then still enhancing them and merging them and whatever, so it's not just, okay, take whatever the AI gives me, but still. One thing which, I mean, it's not super consistent. You can see that this one is looking very realistic. These one look a bit more, kind of very rough 3D type of thing, or like in a 90s asteroids game or something. And this one is more of a comic look. It's not super different that it's popping up right away, but it is different. All right, so we have been here already. No, Replo rod. Oh, new enemy. Tries to null at nothing and miss. Okay. But we do damage. Also, there are animations, right? I mean, that's also important to note. It's not just the enemy is like zoomed in a little bit and zoomed out a bit. So there are actual different frames for the enemy to attack. And these are not 3D models. This is all 2D stuff, I think. So, what are secret walls looking like? I mean, the combat is not the most interesting. It's more the question about how many battles do you want to do before risking too much or something. Ah, okay. Now we have the visualizer. So you just need to be on the field where there's a secret, and then you see that at some point here there's a secret. Yeah, okay, that's nice. So it's not in your face, there's a secret. I mean, there is, it's kind of in your face. I mean, it's down there. But a bit like with Might and Magic, for example, where you have this interface, this gargoyle waving at you or so. So that's cool. You still need to pay attention. Okay. I mean, we do have a map, right? Yeah. Because I installed that map. And we still haven't been there. No, we have. Ah, so this is the secret then. Okay. Okay. Alright. Do I need to fabricate something? Maybe I should just collect a couple of things before I continue building stuff. Stellar cartograph module, auto fabrication module. Accelerates structural something. Monspec, upland, displays monster health and stats, we have that. So, anomaly visualizer, we have that as well. Failsafe core. Maybe we should just save up for this thing. Takes a lot, though. Oral filter, MK1. Granting slight boost to defense. Auto fabrication, nano repair circuit. Is there something which feels like, or sounds like we definitely need to have that? This is super expensive. We have these already. High performance energy matrix, the maximize recharge speed. That's a buff. Reactor output is just a buff. 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 Grants a substantial boost to defenses. Buff. 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 Yielding more elemental resources when scavenging. Okay, this sounds important. This goes into the brain. Okay, so these are the two things we should save for. And the other stuff is not really necessary. Okay, so star map. Let's go there. Actually, what difficulty is that? 8. Okay, we're not going there. We can try this with 5 and see how well we will do there. I mean, this should be possible now with our new weapon. Is still what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, these other ones, they are still showing up, but there's nothing else, so that's a bit irritating. There will be some additional enemies. And of course, here the ambient is missing. That's unfortunate. And here we are. Oh! Okay. Oh, I just found out that I can actually hold the fire button and I don't need to press 1,000 times. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Zip. 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 And another zip. Zip. And let's deploy the rod. Okay. But that's an easy one. That's a Zurexit. And it seems like we have everything already. And we got an access card. But what is this access card good for? Okay, we can still go. No, this is the... Ah, there's a secret. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what the access card is good for. Beagle Gas Giant Harvester. Designed to dip into gas giant atmosphere to collect valuable gases. This harvester met disaster. Its atmospheric scoops and intake systems are mangled. Collection and processing tanks show signs of rupture or explosion, possibly from pressure failure or ignition of flammable gases. Heat shielding needed for atmospheric entry is cracked or missing. A dangerous job that ended badly. Alright. So we have new stuff. Let's see if we can build something new. Yes, we can. So, let's do this first. The scavenger thing. More elemental resources. Yes. Because then we can use that for eternity, basically. And the earlier we build that, the more we profit from that. So, let's aim for the next one. 13,000. Actually, what was the difficulty there? I didn't check. Super easy. Okay. I mean, maybe we want to avoid super easy ones, but... And we need to basically scale up. Nobody is here. Okay. Burp. I mean, I can try... secret? Let's go out already. Okay, next one. Oh, we have been here already? Okay. Well, I mean, that's supposed to be a harder one. Let's try that one then. Some challenge! Can we build something more? Failsafe core? Nope. And I don't think we could like enhance this ship anymore, besides of more damage and stuff, right? Oh, and and this quantum flux generator. That's something we still need, but this needs 19 iron. Space mapping systems. A lot of detailed viewing explored and uncharted sectors through the star map interface. But we have that already. So this is just weapon and shield or something. I have no idea what these slots are for. Probably some enhancement thingies. Okay. Is that the... No, this is not. Still to continue. 10,000. Pew, pew, pew. But the story was mentioning we should find... Oh! Okay, let's move away. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again. More carefully. Mm-hmm. Pew, pew, pew. No energy anymore. Okay. As long as we are slow enough, nothing can happen. Okay. Nah. Die. And another one. Yeah, I would like to have a log to see what we actually got when we picked it up, because this is not very there is no point of like satisfaction of okay, I got something new. It's just okay, let's just gobble up 1,000 things, and after that we check if there was something useful in there. I mean, it's just resources, of course, but still. Okay, so let's see if we can fabricate something. Yes, we can. So now we build this fail-safe thing. You keep all elements obtained while exploring derelict wrecks. Let's do that. Then we go to the cargo bay. Failsafe, what was that? Oh, I didn't actually put that into the... Okay, never mind. Rot and... Oh, and now we need to exchange something. Enables display of illusionary walls. Enables on-screen compass. I'm not even sure where that compass was. On-screen radar. Full overview. Pulse array. So this is going into the brain. Okay. Let's check where the compass was, because I don't remember any compass. I still don't see any compass. Ah, here, north. Okay, it's not super useful. I mean, we see the map anyways, so. Mm-hmm. Also not sure what energy is good for in this case, because maybe the ranged weapons, they use more energy. Yeah, I should build a ranged weapon and see if that's makes combat a bit more engaging. Okay. So that's just a dead end then. Ah, this is the way back. So this was also very easy, even if it was like 0.9 or something. Okay, fabricator. Weapons. Yeah, but I don't want to waste anything. No, I don't think we can actually. Plasma blast. Pulse rifle, that's all hand. This is ranged, and this is also ranged. This is melee. Sunlance is a ship weapon. So there's not a lot of upgrade options here. We only have the plasma blast, basically, and this takes 8. Okay, I mean, we can. I also don't know how much we get back if we scrap something. We can take the pulse rifle. Let's just create that and test it. Okay. Might not be super useful, because enemies don't do anything at the moment, so there's not real. You are not really profiting from that. But let's just try and see. Okay. And with that, let's save the game and have a look at the star map. There are 2 more. In our, I mean, we can just fly somewhere. Or maybe not. Ah, there. And there's something new, right? Yeah. 0.8. I don't know if, like, higher difficulty means more reward. Would make sense, but I haven't seen any clear indication of that. I mean, I didn't note down how much we got each time when we looted something. No enemy ships. No, just these mines. Okay. Alright, let's go. Deploy rod. We have some drones. And now we will also try to shoot, but not if they are close by. Okay, let's shoot. Uh-huh. And here we can use the safe recall and just leave the ship, I guess. Oh, that was the wrong button. We are surrounded, by the way. Uh-huh. I'm not sure if this thing does more damage. I mean, we did kill everything, so now it's safe. Or maybe it's not. It's not safe. Okay, let's use that option to activate the safe recall. Do you really want to activate the safe recall? Yes. And I guess we got the stuff now, which... display of monsters. Where you keep all augment, which enables safe recall option for rot with cooldown. Where you keep all elements obtained while exploring derelict wrecks. Okay. Okay, so these enemies were a bit stronger, but I also managed to get surrounded, which was not that clever. Any case. So should we... we are missing a lot there. Energy matrix spells. I mean, these are now all armor type thingies. Torso, 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 waist. And 2 or 3 versions. Waist, waist, legs, legs, feet, feet, shields. Ship shield. Okay. Aura filter. Okay, I mean, we can just deploy again. I don't see any cooldown, we can just use that again. Wait. Wait, wait, shoot. Seems like the enemy is not activated yet. Oh. Okay, our energy is pretty much down though, so let's wait. So I need to keep using the sword now instead. There was one additional enemy, but I don't think that I have enough energy to do that. Okay, so we can augment. We have 3 iron now. Okay, I'm not sure what the best what the next goal should be now. I mean, the idea was to get. I can look at the star map. I can zoom out. Like, what's the next thing we should do? I mean, I can just increase making my ship stronger and whatnot. I guess this quantum flux regulator is important. Yeah. We need a lot of iron for that. So I guess we need to look for that mostly. And maybe fabricator, augments. We need more energy for our robot. So how do we do that? Overview map. I'm not even sure if we can, if that's something we create there. Maybe it would be a nice option to have like a crafting icon next to these slots to see, okay, what can I craft for the head, for example. That would make the overview much easier. Like, okay, what is because, and also to filter for ship and for this for the robot being mixed together makes it a bit hard to get an overview. So this was augment, brain. We have that. I mean, there needs to be a second brain thing. Increases strike accuracy and damage. These are 2 eyes. Oh, so maybe it wasn't brain. The second one isn't brain, it's eyes. But it's also super expensive with 7. Okay, this is just 4. Bastion matrix. Armor resist absorbs minor kinetic forces. Fortis engine. Attack power. It's also just slightly. Nano repair circuit. Slightly increases integrity regeneration rate. And I'm not sure, but I think we didn't have any under this ship augment. Okay, that's not useful for us now. I was looking for something to increase the bot. A shield against kinetic and energy, but I think that's just a defense value, but it's not like a regenerating shield or anything like that. Yeah. So I mean, I can build some of that, but then I would lose the iron, and I need to use the iron for that. So I'm not sure how useful this is. Oral filter. I mean, we can just buy the cheap options, but the cheap options are also expensive. Slightly increases overall defense. Slight boost defense capabilities. I'd like to increase the offense because that was where we were lacking at. We weren't able to kill everything. Well, with the baton, I could have. Strike accuracy, and we don't have enough iron for that. Yeah, it's a resource thingy. So yeah. Summit. So this is 0.8. Let's try that. And we probably have some guards here. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh. Mm-hmm. They're all dead. Okay. And save. And there's the exit already. No, very easy. Can shoot. Okay. That's probably it already. Nope. 2 enemies. Okay. Fabricator. Augments. So we are at 7 iron. We might just aim for that and see what happens, because just increasing these values, I don't see like how. Maybe we should be able to jump over that. On the other hand, that way we can do. Yeah. I mean, we need to find something to like to really progress. I have the feeling like otherwise we're just like grinding, and this is not really just shit. Grinding for grinding's sake is not really what I want to do. Yeah. Energy is empty. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for these we need maybe higher energy regeneration, but I can like invest in that stuff now, but in the end this just like increases the distance from the actual goal. But I mean, in the beginning it said like we need to find different parts or something, but I don't see like, okay, we need to go there, or like a quest thing or anything like that. We did see one thing though. Let's check that again, because there was one blob which was in a darker color, right? Okay. Okay. Maybe I also missed one item which we can craft and which is important. Okay. Okay. So when we check the map, star map, we have this one point here. Stealth troop transport visited. Yeah, visited. Maybe these are some important. Maybe I should. I'm not sure if I can go there again. Also, we keep finding these access cards, but what they are good for, no idea. So let's save. Let's have another look at the fabric. Oh, we actually have 21 iron now. So let's build this. Oh, let's first go into this thing, which we need to do anyways, I guess. I mean, which can only be beneficial. Yeah. Okay. Map. Okay, this will be the exit then. Okay, so now save. And we build this thing. Quantum flux regulator. Make. Yes. Ship. Personal log.
You restored the jump drive. The ship's engines roar with purpose once more, carrying you across the void. Beyond the blackened wreckage and silent worlds, a new beginning calls. The long journey is over. Qenari protocol is now inactive.
Okay, so that's already like won the game. Okay. Okay. I would have liked.
Was never meant for wide deployment. It was not designed to save.
Okay, let's just
colonies or command structures. It was written for a single survivor, only the one left behind. Qenari protocol is now active.
Yeah, I just didn't want to talk over that. So, I think from how the game is crafted, it's pretty well done. There was nothing really which didn't, like, technically work. But, let's just continue to show that stuff again. I mean, yes, here in this scene, I would have liked to also have ambience. It's kind of like missed in some way. But I think personally, my bigger issue here was the sense of aim and direction. It felt, I mean, I had the impression that I had to go, like, it said, like, find the different components to build the jump drive or something like that. So, I felt like I needed to find specific, I don't know, find the flux modulator on this starbase, find this plate on this starbase, and then you need to get to these starbases, and maybe they get harder and harder, and then you need to progress along the way, build your spaceship up and so on, and then you finally find the parts, and maybe you need enough resources to then put together this jump drive and to quit. But the way it was is that the costs of this jump drive were so low in comparison to all the item upgrades, and I didn't even know that this was the jump drive. I thought like, okay, maybe I can jump to other systems. I played Elite before, Elite 2, also Elite Dangerous just briefly, but in Elite 2, for example, you are in, let's say, the Sol system, right? And you have these planets around there. And that's basically where you are stuck at, unless you have the jump drive, and then you need to go to the neighboring systems and find stuff there. And I had the impression that maybe I jump to another spot and then find some other stuff there. I didn't know that this was already the jump drive to finish the game, basically. And so, yes, the goal, which was to finally achieve, was basically too easy, and I think there should have been some kind of pathway, some goals in between to reach that goal. I mean, it's not. This is a game jam, and of course limited scope and whatnot. But I think that would have been a big improvement, and also for direction, because it was a bit confusing. Like, what should I do? Also, this is not clearly a jump drive. It says quantum flux regulator, right? So a phase, yeah, it doesn't even. The jump drive cannot align spatial sectors making any jump. It doesn't say that this is the jump drive. It's just, yeah, maybe I put together all the parts for the jump drive, but that was too easy. I mean, yeah, it's the augments. These are basically like when you in Lands of Lore, you walk around and in your library you find the magic atlas, and suddenly you have the map. I think that is very cool, so that you and that also worked very well in the game, that you for example have the inertial dampeners. Okay, that was more of a maybe minor thing, but in the game that you have in the first person view, was cool that you have this additional thing for displaying enemy hit points, and the additional thing for showing secrets, and that's pretty cool to have that as like enabling these additional interface elements. But if that was already, I mean, this is something I would naturally do first, like have all the interface elements. But yeah, I mean, it was a well-crafted game. It's just like the journey to the goal of the game, I didn't feel that was working too well, because building all these weapons sets you. If building this weapon makes the game take longer because you spend all the stuff for the weapon, it doesn't make sense. You need to build the weapon and then accelerate the speed to get to the goal quicker, if you get what I mean. But yeah. So I mean, this jump drive thing, that was just 19. Yeah. And building this for 8, and then building this for 9. Yes, you can do that, but this sets you back. I mean, for experimenting and just building up your character for fun, maybe fine. But I think that should have been a bit higher up. Yeah, anyways, that has been Qenari Protocol. Very nice game by Zooperdan, the organizer of the jam. And if you want to look into the game, and I'm pretty sure there will also be post-jam updates, maybe expanding it a bit, you can find a link to the game down in the video description. There will be an itch.io link, and there you can download the game. It's all for free. Of course, you can also decide to donate either to the developer directly, or I think for the Dungeoncrawler Jam. Give me 1 second. yeah, if you want to support the DungeonCrawler Jam or Zooperdan directly, you can also use the for the next jams, and this is also, I think, used for the prize pool and whatnot. You can also go to dungeoncrawlers.org, and on the right side you can find this link. Support on Ko-Fi, I think, is the name. So yeah, consider doing that. Link down in the video description, and there's also the link to the playlist where you find the pilot episode and all the entries I've covered so far. And with that, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.